Thank you, Coach. We are about 15 miles west of downtown Phoenix at State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the San Francisco 49ers and the Arizona Cardinals. This one fielded at the 5. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Come on, baby. Come on, let's go.
First down, Murray. That ball complete to Isabella. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. A big play there on the first play of the game. 45 yards.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for first and 10. And a give this time to the tailback. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here first and 10 at their own 25-yard line. A first carry for Leonard Fournette. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
4 yards the pickup, first down.
First down, 49ers.
So from the 36 now, first and 10.
11. Hey,
a shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Open man is Trey Burton. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The end result, 21 yards.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that open things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Here we go.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
Hey, watch the slip. 21. Go ahead.
Looking to throw. Garoppolo. And he hits his running back, Tevin Coleman. It's a gain of 9 yards. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 1. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Here we go. 180. Check, 43. Pick it up.
They'll run with Coleman on first down. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Now this throw caught left side. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 15-yard line. Well, they're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this, and hey, you know, how you guys didn't come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
Offer mine.
You know, you were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Dante Pettis, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And on this play, he just made a great route. The quarterback had to deliver it, sure, but a great route run there.
And, Brandon, this is what the best receivers do. They work on their route running because it's one thing to have athletic ability, but to really get open, you have to set up defensive backs with different routes and be precise in your cuts.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This is taken at the 3. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
At the 31-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
I'm coming. I'm coming. I'm coming. 56. Strip the ball.
Now Murray throwing on 2nd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Nick Bosa in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
You know, a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point.
Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time. Check. Jim. Mike's 56. Let's go, D.
Murray with a 3rd and long. And that will be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And well done here. That one will kick out of bounds at about the 8-yard line. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. It's caught by Coleman. And he takes this just about a yard shy of the 20. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Looking for Marshall, but it's intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
To throw is Murray. Throw left side complete. That's Hodges. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Cardinals first down as well. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Watch the run. Watch the run. Watch the run. Hey, check 24. Check 24.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
Your trip is here.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
54 Mike. I smell fear. I smell fear in that offense. Switch.
And he'll give it here to his running back. He fights forward for a couple with a penalty flag down. And the linemen, they're already walking back.
Right there.
Temporarily out of field goal range now as they come up on a 2nd and long after the holding call.
It's just me and you. Okay? Get back. Get down.
7-7, our score after 1.
The score tied 7-7.
Let's go now. Took the elbow. Check 56. Hey. Check 13. Check 13. 22. Check cover. 22. Check cover. Mike 56. Mike 56. Let's go, dude.
They fake the handoff. Now Murray. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Nick Bosa has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Now that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot. 3rd and long.
Big stop, D. Big stop. Let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long.
This offense really put themselves in a tough spot on 1st and 2nd down, and needing long yardage to try and pick up a first down, and they ended up getting a great run. Explosive, picked up nice yardage. You don't expect to be in this situation on 4th down, but guess what? It all started with what happened on 1st and 2nd down. Really put them behind the 8 ball.
These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Fielded about a yard deep. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
Here we go, here we go,
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
On first down, it's Coleman. A gain of 3, second down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Hey, gun.
On second down, it's Coleman. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run it and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else he'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
21. Here we go.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. He's got his tight end, Burton. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 37.
Like so many tight ends nowadays, they have no problem at all putting him in the slot and letting him go to work. And that's a nice pitch and catch right there for a first down.
Here we go.
Garoppolo now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's first down. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Open man is Higgins. 19 yards there on the catch and run. Okay, so now the question, how did he get that wide open?
Well, we both know that he shouldn't, because from the time they handed out scouting reports before this game, he was circled, starred, everything. Find him, cover him. But sometimes you can scheme a guy open. You put the receivers in a bunch. Maybe you move some motion. Maybe you put them on the backside of a formation. And all of a sudden,
and across the chalk, into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Jimmy Garoppolo with his second touchdown pass of this first half. And once again, the 49ers are back out in front. Gold with the extra point, and the lead is now 14-10. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Gonna give this time to the tailback. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
It's going to be a long day. That's going to be
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Credit the sack to the Oregon Duck, DeForest Buckner.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
Here we go. At their own 34-yard line.
Here we go, here we go,
The
here we go.
49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
58, come on. Rip left. 2,
Garoppolo on first down. Completes it to Coleman. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend.
11.
On first down, Garoppolo. That's caught. It's Coleman. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
It appears they found something that's working, and they keep going back to it. I guess you can actually say he has the hot hands now, doesn't he?
Yeah, well, it's one thing to hit your guy out of the backfield once, hit him a couple times. Yeah, you're right. Maybe they're onto something.
And I think a lot of that is simply if you get it to him in space, more times than not, he's going to get more yardage than you expect out of each play.
And down inside the 15 he goes. 13 yards there and a Niner first.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
21.
Move.
inside the red zone. It's Garoppolo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done.
I got this. Check. 4 down. 43 at the mark. 4 down.
Garoppolo. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. 3 touchdown passes now for Jimmy Garoppolo. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. And oh my goodness, this is nowhere close. Well to the right and no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
The Cardinals take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Throwing now is Murray. That'll be taken in by Damiere Byrd. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Throwing on first down is Murray. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And it'll be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. This is fielded at the goal line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now Garoppolo. Looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. On 3rd down, here's Coleman. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it, pick up first downs.
Right there, 54. Hey, alert! 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 That's trash! That's trash! Tight dog, tight dog. White!
Garoppolo now, first down throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish.
Here we go.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Hey, alert! Alert! Alert!
Throwing now is Garoppolo. Looking for Pettis, but that's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And he will score. Touchdown Cardinals.
Well, partner, I do know this. If you're a defensive back, you have more chances to make a team now than ever because people are using 5 defensive backs, 6 defensive back packages. Not exclusively, but way more than before. That was a nickel package there, and what a pickoff.
Why is that? Why are they using that more?
Because more people are throwing the ball on earlier downs than ever before. This has become a passing league, and because of that, more defensive backs on the field on most plays.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Now Garoppolo to try again after the pick six. That's complete to his receiver, Pettis. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll go as a first down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16.
First down.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Garoppolo looks to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking that time for Dante Pettis, and it's 3rd down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. So even with the pass interference, it's a completed pass. They'll go ahead and just take the play instead.
How about the effort? Making the catch despite the pass interference. Nothing else to be gained on the play. No need to take the penalty. The play stands.
He's coming, double up. Hey, high 7. Watch a slack, watch a slack. Watch a slack. 43 is the mic. 11. It's our time. It's our time, guys. It's our time.
There's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. He's got Burton here. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a 1st down, 49ers.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
They'll run on 1st down. Coleman. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
About 3 yards there to the 27.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7.
I got you. 58 to Mike, 58 to Mike. Let's go, P. 65. It's going to be a long one. 58 to Mike. Hey, Zoo. You must be.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. As his guys are in for 6. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Now the throw here complete on the right sideline. 18 on that one, and the Cardinals have a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Now a play fake here on first down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Hodges. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A Cardinal first down on a gain of 13.
I got kicked out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Let's go, Tackle. Let's go. We got this. We got this.
Play action. Now it's Murray. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. 23 yards for the touchdown. As they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and the lead is down to a field goal. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go. Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And the drive starts with a handoff to Coleman. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 26-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Let's go deep, tighten up. Let's go deep, tighten up. 21. Here we go. 21.
Looking to throw. Garoppolo. Over the middle, he finds Pettis complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. Here's Coleman on the toss. Well, I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards.
Here we go. 180. Come on. You better bring it. Whip. Watch the whip. 13. Lock.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. This pass complete to Higgins. Touchdown, 49ers. A big play there with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This one taken from the 7. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. Murray looks to throw again, 2nd and 10. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 8. Now Murray. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
They went with the dime look that time on defense. Just flooded the field with defensive backs. Blanketed everyone. Took away all the passing angles. Thus, the incompletion.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They're going for it. It's Murray. Oh, now Murray has it stripped. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. He let one slip away last week as well, so now 2 fumbles lost in as many weeks.
Well, we were out at practice, and we watched him work. And what did his quarterback coach talk about all week?
Being a 2-hand monster.
And we looked at each other. 2-hand. Oh, I get it. 2-hand monster. Both hands on the football, taking care of it, putting it away so the ball doesn't get dropped.
That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
Kill.
I got you.
Stay at home.
Hey, gun.
53 is the mic. Record.
Right back to Coleman here on 1st down. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
I got you. Hey, gun.
53, check 53. Silver. Mike.
I got you.
53, Mike.
On 2nd down now, it's Coleman. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. 180! Hey, gun, man!
They'll try the right side here with Fournette. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. They lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
I have zero rooting interest in either team in this game. I only want a good game. But with all the offense we've seen from them tonight, it's kind of nice to see the defense step up and make a big play.
Yeah, I was wondering if they were ever going to get him in the backfield. Nice to see him get a stop. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And a very solid return out across the 45-yard line before going out of bounds.
There's no downplaying that we all knew that this was a critical possession, and to get a return like that to start things off, that's the spark that they needed. That's the spark they were looking for.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. A throw left side to start out. That's complete. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
To throw again on 2nd down. Murray, he's able to find Wallace. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal 1st down. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
Murray now on 1st down. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Hodges. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10.
First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
56 to Mike.
On play action, it's Murray. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. The 3-yard line. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up.
Some good strong running right there, some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
The Cardinals on 3rd down, not good, 0 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2.
I'm going to run you over. He's checking. Crash.
He may try and run for this. Yeah, boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
You got tape.
Here we go on 4th down. And he fights his way in, not giving up. And it's a Cardinal touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the night as his guys are back within a single score. Important extra point up and through. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing.
12.
43 is the mic. 43 is the mic.
And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength. Hey, exit.
43 is the mic. 43 is the mic. Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball right here.
Back to throw, Garoppolo. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. To throw is Garoppolo. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Here comes Grant on the return.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They're down here in a 1-score game. At the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Well, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. Here's Murray from midfield. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle.
56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56. Hey, tight.
He'll look to throw. Murray fighting. Lost the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
56, the Mike, boy. 56. Check, 56.
He's back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Akello Witherspoon. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
At their own 37-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 35-yard line.
So the victory here for San Francisco, and I know I'm not breaking any news when I say that any road win in this league is a good one.
No doubt.
But it's a double bonus when you get a victory on the road in your division.
And when you start a season, each team breaks down their schedule in different ways. Some do it every 4 games, right? Let's go quarterly. Others say, listen, we've got to take care of our home field. And, you know, out of a 16-game season, if you get 8 at home, let's at least win 7 at home and split our road games. That's what you're trying to get done. So you're exactly right. A road win, precious, especially within the division.
So for San Francisco, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week, where they take on the Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, for Arizona, they'll drop down to 1-3. And fortunately for them, they'll have the early bye next week as they return to action in Week 6. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.